Before we get to our update, I want to talk about a person who's missing in Parkersburg who is not from the city. So, this was put out about a day or two ago, and it says, "Hello, everyone. Please share this. My mother took off on October 11th from Vinton County, Ohio, and has not been seen since. We now know she's somewhere in Parkersburg walking barefoot. Her car was impounded, and the cops are doing their best to find her. She has 3 daughters and 2 grandchildren who love her very much. We're all worried about her. Please share this and keep an eye out for her." Then a post by Mackenzie Graham says, "Hello, I'm sharing this because my mother, Christy Hendricks, has been missing for a week. She is not in her right state of mind. She thinks people are trying to kill her. She has heard voices and sounds that aren't real. She's very good at trying to act like it's not that bad, but it is. If you see her, take a picture, contact VC Sheriff's Department. She left in her silver 2020 Chevy Trax. She has 2 cats with her. She could be out of gas or hiding at a campground. She could be anywhere between Jackson County and Newark, Ohio. She has no data and has not had any wireless recently for any messages to go through on Messenger. This is concerning because my mother would always at least message one of her kids and her dad no matter what was going on in her head. She has no income, so I don't know if she's safe, and it's only getting colder." Okay, the number for the Vinton County Sheriff's Office is 740-596-5242 if you happen to see her around the area. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I think 13-year-old Peyton Middleton has been located by her grandmother, but we're still missing 16-year-old Gemma Davis. If I'm getting things right, I heard maybe she left with a guy, but we don't know. Maybe a boyfriend or something. Not sure. We're waiting an update on that. Now on to our main story, and that's Greg Casto being arrested yesterday for the Cindy Ball murder in 2014. And we know that this was a PR move. It was done, well, Pat Lefebvre is to be running for re-election next year in 2026. But hey, we're happy about it. We're actually in celebration mode because it's better late than never. And this is one case that hopefully we'll be able to wrap up as solved and the guilty parties convicted and done away with. But the question remains, was there more? And it appears, yes, there was. It's in our news now that he had a little bit of help, and we're looking for Casto on here, and it didn't show up because he's still in processing. He hasn't been booked yet out there. Sometimes it takes a few days in booking. So even though his name is not listed there, he's still in the holding center. But this is what Cindy Ball posted in January of 14. Martha Jane Stevens, "No, you don't chase me down Route 47. No, not today." So now you've got something going on where she chased her down the road. You know, Greg Casto was in a situation where he was basically dating 2 women, and there was some bad blood and jealousy. Now, you can see at the bottom there, Martha Jane Stevens. Ironically enough, she was born a day after my mom was, which is crazy. But yeah, so right here you're looking in connection to the 2014 murder of Cindy Delo has been unsealed, and names are defendant in addition to Greg Casto. Martha Jane Stevens is being indicted for 1 count of accessory after the fact to murder. The document says Stevens unlawfully, feloniously, and knowingly harbor, conceal, maintain, or assist Greg Casto while not being in the relation, whether by consanguinity or affinity, or servant to them after knowing that said offense has been committed, or gave Greg Casto aid knowing that said offense had been committed with the intent that Casto avoid or escape detention, arrest, trial, or punishment. Now, the state of West Virginia is one of those weird states to where if you are related by blood, say you're a sister or a mother, you can't actually harbor a fugitive. It is called by consanguinity. Okay, or you can be married to them. If Martha Jane Stevens was his wife and she was hiding him because he murdered somebody, then she would not see federal charges like this. Okay, but since she wasn't married to him, the law is in West Virginia that she was harboring a fugitive, so she can be charged with accessory after the fact. I've actually learned this in one of my criminal law classes in criminal justice. This was Casto wishing her a happy birthday 3 years before he had murdered Cindy. So you can tell they had a relationship going on, and there was some bad blood. This here, I've blocked the names out of the people who made the comments, but it says I can think of one more person who needs to be arrested, and I wonder if they have enough to get the other guy who knew. Thank goodness they are finding the people who did this. Now maybe her family can have some closure. They need to go to jail for life or get the death sentence.